What's up everyone and welcome back to the UFC News Hub. Today let's get started with Ilia Topuria not interested in fighting Arman Tsarukyan. Ilia Topuria is making waves in the MMA world, and with his recent move to lightweight, fans are eager to see what's next for him. However, it seems he has no interest in fighting Arman Tsarukyan to earn a title shot. According to reports from Russian outlet TASS, Topuria and his team are not considering a contender fight with Tsarukyan or anyone else. They believe that as the former featherweight champion, he should get an immediate title shot rather than proving himself in the lightweight division. This decision has sparked a heated debate among fans and analysts alike. On Monday's episode of the Ariel Helwani show, Ariel Helwani discussed the UFC's possible strategy regarding Topuria's lightweight debut. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. The UFC might be waiting to see the result of the Belal Muhammad vs Jack Della Maddalena fight before booking Ilia's first fight at 155. Helwani said. He suggested that if Jack Della Maddalena wins, Islam Makhachev might move up to challenge for the welterweight title, leaving the lightweight division open. This could pave the way for Topuria to fight for either an interim title or a vacant belt if Makhachev leaves the division for good. The MMA community had a lot to say about Topuria's reluctance to face Tsarukyan. Many fans criticized him, arguing that he's being entitled after just one title defense. One fan wrote, "Too much entitlement for one title defense. Legacy-wise, Arman would expose him." Another added, "I guarantee he'd accept a fight with Dustin or Charles, but Arman is too risky. He likely loses, but Dustin or Charles is winnable." Some believe Topuria is simply avoiding a dangerous opponent, while others think it's a smart business move to secure the best possible fight for himself. There are those who understand his position but still feel he should prove himself first. I get it, he doesn't want to settle for less, but no one forced him to move up to a new division. He's got to test that strength against the bigger guys. Maybe he's worried the hype train stops if he loses, one fan argued. Another echoed this sentiment, saying if he was confident in himself, he would fight Arman. If he won, he'd put pressure on Islam, but it's clear, just like Chael Sonnen said, that he can't make featherweight anymore, or it's too difficult. That's why he's trash-talking Islam. Even Paddy Pimblett weighed in on the situation, sharing his thoughts on Topuria's move to lightweight. "I think he's going to have to fight Charles if he wants a title. He's not a lightweight, he shouldn't be fighting at lightweight," Pimblett said. He believes that moving up too soon could backfire. It's going to be the downfall of his career. He thinks he's better than he is. Cement your legacy at featherweight first. Beat Volkanovski again, beat Lopez, beat Evloev, then move up. You should have to defend your belt at least 3 times before moving up. With the lightweight division heating up and contenders like Dustin Poirier, Charles Oliveira, and Arman Tsarukyan all in the mix, Topuria's path to a title shot remains uncertain. His decision to bypass a fight with Tsarukyan may pay off, or it could hurt his reputation in the long run. As the Muhammad vs Della Maddalena fight approaches, the UFC's next move will be crucial in determining the future of the lightweight division. Will Topuria get the golden ticket straight to a title fight, or will he have to prove himself against a dangerous contender first? Only time will tell. Islam Makhachev vs Justin Gaethje next. Following a recent announcement, Islam Makhachev took to his Instagram story, posting a cryptic message that got fans talking. Islam Makhachev said, "I have to put out someone," while standing next to 2 fire extinguishers. Some speculated that this was aimed at Ilia Topuria, but the timing suggests it was more likely a response to Dan Hooker pulling out. Meanwhile, the idea of Makhachev vs Gaethje has been heating up. Both fighters have shown mutual interest in facing each other over the past couple of weeks. Justin Gaethje said, "My dream fight is against Islam Makhachev," during his recent YouTube Q&A. On the other side, after his UFC 311 victory, Makhachev made it clear that Gaethje is a fight that excites him. Islam Makhachev said, "I like this idea of fighting Gaethje because I haven't fought Justin yet, and if you look at the others on the list, Charles Oliveira, Arman Tsarukyan, I've already fought them, and preparing for the same opponent is not such a big motivation." Clearly both fighters are interested, and this potential matchup makes a lot of sense. It's also important to note that the upcoming UFC event is being held in Las Vegas, and the promotion needs a blockbuster fight to headline the card. Given that Makhachev took no damage in his last fight, the timing couldn't be more perfect. What do you think? Should Islam defend his title against Gaethje next? Or is there another fight that makes more sense? No matter what happens, the lightweight division is shaping up for another massive showdown. MMA community reacts to Dan Hooker pulling out UFC 313. The MMA world was quick to react to the news of Dan Hooker pulling out of UFC 313, leaving Renato Moicano without an opponent. Almost immediately, several fighters threw their names into the mix, eager to step in on short notice. Rafael Fiziev wasted no time, making his intentions clear. "Let's run it back," said Fiziev, signaling his willingness to face Moicano once again. Meanwhile, Mateusz Gamrot saw this as an opportunity to settle unfinished business. "My fight with Hooker was very close, and he got lucky with the judges. Time to fix it and prove it," Gamrot said, making his case for stepping in. Moicano himself seemed more than ready for the challenge, stating, "2 weeks is good. I got enough time for 2 or 3 sparring sessions. I'll be ready if they call." As discussions around a replacement fight continued, many in the community suggested that the best move might be to reschedule Hooker's fight rather than rush to find a last-minute replacement. Too good of a matchup. Best option in my opinion is to rebook Dan Hooker versus Justin Gaethje at UFC 314, depending on how quickly Dan's hand recovers, one fan pointed out. Others even proposed an exciting alternative. Having it as the co-main over Paddy versus Chandler could work. That way Miami gets 3 5-rounders. Not everyone, however, had sympathy for Hooker's situation. Some fans were frustrated by yet another withdrawal. "This is the worst way to start the day. Hope Hooker heals up quickly. Did bro punch a wall?" One user questioned, clearly annoyed. Others speculated about why Hooker continues to struggle with injuries. "I know Islam doesn't want to fight a contender, but imagine what these guys be doing a week and a half before the fight. Bro truly baffles me," another fan commented, referring to Islam Makhachev and the unpredictability of fighters pulling out. Some reactions were even harsher, with certain fans outright blaming Hooker for ruining fight cards. This quitter has pulled out 5 times in the past 2 years. So many fights and cards ruined by this bum who can't control himself from being a bully in the gym. Karma, an angry fan ranted, showing no patience for Hooker's injury woes. With Hooker officially out, the UFC now faces a tough decision. Find a short notice replacement or delay the fight for another event. Fans are split on what they want to see, but one thing is clear. Nobody likes seeing a highly anticipated fight fall apart so close to fight night. Justin Gaethje has also taken to Snapchat stating, "Hooker is out of the fight, waiting for a new opponent." While there's no official confirmation from the UFC just yet, this message has sparked speculation. If Hooker is indeed out, the big question now is, who steps in? Rafael Fiziev, Mateusz Gamrot, and Renato Moicano have already shown interest in taking the fight on short notice. But will the UFC book a replacement, or will they push this fight to another date? Gaethje seems ready to go, but now all eyes are on the UFC to see what happens next. Who do you think should step up?